This is impromptu. So that's what this is all about. I just thought I'd come on here and say hello and see what all of you were up to late night. And I just want to talk to you about Dan Markle. That situation has been bothering me. Sorry for the glare on my glasses. I've got the TV on. So, hello. Let me see if you're in the chat because I'm going by my phone. If you're in the chat, say hi. So I know I'm doing this right. YouTube keeps saying, Zelda, go live on your phone. So I am. And that's what I'm doing. Hi, my darling. Welcome, welcome, Bonnie. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Laura B. Hi. Hi. This is so impromptu. I don't have lipstick on. I got my hair up. I'm just thought I am having a hard time coming to terms with this Donna Adelson case. And it's not really, well, it is indirectly, but it is all about Dan. What's going on with Dan? That right there, my darlings. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, my darling. And you know what, today when I saw this I was watching Melanie Little. Let me get my phone. I've got to hold my phone up. When I was watching on Melanie Little, I thought how absolutely sickening this case is. A whole family goes down. They can't wait till the kids get to be 18. I mean, after all, right? Well, thank you, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Because I've got this earpiece in. Maybe I need to take it off. If you can hear me, give me a second. Because I don't know if I can use an earpiece or not. Give me a second, my darling. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay, so you can hear me. Okay, good. Good. The case is so sad. Hi, my darlings. Hi, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm looking a little frightful. We just got done with our Sunday sauce, our pasta, our gravy. And while I was eating, it was just like I couldn't hardly think, right? You have to think. I think about the kids, and I think about how heavy this is. I think about this Katie. I mean, she could have taken, yes, she could have taken an immunity deal. Would you not have done that for your kids? Or are you going to stay strong because she said she thought this guy was going to go for the unaliving? What? You're going to let your kids sit back and not have a dad or a mom because you think this guy's going to get the unaliving penalty. Well, maybe he should. Do you ever think about that? Maybe he should have. I'm sorry to say that. That won't go down very well with people. But it's not okay to take a life. And I think about Dan, and I'm wondering, I wanted to ask you, in our EVP sessions, have you seen the name Dan? I'm thinking that has come up before. Hi, my darlings, welcome, coming in. And I'm wondering, have you seen that? Have you seen it? I can't fathom this. I've seen a lot of bad cases. Some are with kids. Some involve kids. And it just breaks my heart. Oh, yay! Hello, hello, hello. Aunt BB2, bless you, my darling. I thought this was a YouTube mistake alert. Well, I'm glad that you're wrong too. I'm just came in to talk about this Donna Adelson. What? The whole family. Pardon me. It's late. It's after hours. The whole family involved. And how much you want to bet. And I just have been really thinking this, that Mr. Adelson, Wendy, they're not immune. They better be lawyering up, especially after today, after those Fed phone calls. This just isn't cool. And you know, I have to say this. I don't know if I would be yeah, right, Sherry, right? I'm not sure I would have it in me to be an FBI agent. I just don't know. I mean, all the things you see, all the things. I mean, whether it's a Trump lawyer, whether it's AJ, whether it's whatever, I mean, she's going to have to. I mean, the only thing that I think that's saving her butt right now is that she wasn't talking. Look at Charlie. Look at Katie. Yak, 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 yak. Look at Katie calling up Mr. Adelson. Yak, F this, F that. Yak, yak, yak. What? Be quiet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Wendy needs to she's testified, but she needs to be. Oh, thank you, Mama J. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to like that and I'm going to heart it. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. This is like my second live on YouTube on my phone. No filters, no lipstick, no kidding. Here I am, all in the raw. Just got done with the gravy. And so I, while I was eating, I'm thinking, you know, and that must be the part of me. Yes, Scooby. You know, you have to wonder, these people aren't eating anymore. And I caught this thing in the testimony today. Thank you so much. Thank you. About them talking about something about a birthday party, and they made a kosher crack. I mean, something about shellfish. Donna, you there in the land of your people in Miami? Come on. What? What is wrong with you? And I don't know. That whole thing, I mean, it bothers me just as much as John. I am fighting off a cat. That's what I'm doing. If you're wondering, it is Scooby. She's right here. See? She thinks she needs to get into the act. So, anyway, it's just bad. On to BB. I heard about this trial family years ago, never watched it, trying to follow this one, but in my opinion, they're all involved. Yeah, I think so. In my opinion, yes. I'm going to do a reading on them, but I want to do a reading on Dan, because I think Dan suspected something was going to happen. And what do? You know, our laws are not set up where you can say, oh, I think I'm going to get hurt. Let me go. It's like a restraining order. They're trash, you know? They're no good. So, I don't know. I love the sound of the cat purring. Oh, can you hear her purring? She's going nutty over here. She is. She's just like, oh my gosh, mommy is sitting on her bed. It must be that time. And I'm sorry, she is the one wiggling my phone. So if you have to take Dramamine for watching, I'm sorry. That's what it is. So, but this bothers me. This is there she is, hugging the mama. But this is beyond. And I think, are they, how can they eat? How can they look in and they act as though it's nothing. Donna Adelson just acts as though, I mean, do they always act like it's just no big deal and they're going to get out of this? It made me sick today when when Katie, or was it yesterday, when they were saying, Katie, you could have taken an immunity deal. Yeah. Why didn't you do it? Oh, I was afraid that guy that was I don't know who he is, father of her children was going to get unalived by an unaliving penalty. Good. Go save your kids, Katie, you dummy. Your kids are worth more. If he pulled the trigger, he's got to take responsibility. You sitting in there for the rest, and she's young. Think about that. The rest of her life, she's got 60 years plus, 50 years plus in there. I can't even think. Yeah, Sigfredo Garcia, father to Katie's 2 children, please. He wanted her to take the deals so she could be with the children. Well, that's the one smart thing that he did, isn't it? And I wonder, I listen to her and I think she cannot be that space cadet, right? Is she that much of a space cadet that she's just not even thinking? And now she thinks that there's going to be a chance for her to get out? Honey, that deal is done. The die is cast. And the wood is cut. You're in there, baby. Sherry, lady, I would love for you to do a reading, maybe alone. I wonder if Sigfredo, oh wait, let me scroll back. The one who actually pulled the trigger. I was wondering that too. See, I never got into the Lori Daybell case because of how sickening that is. Madeline Soto, no, how sickening that is. And even though there weren't children involved in this crime, that's what it is. There are children directly involved that is just wondering, what is my mother thinking? And then there's Wendy's kids. And I got to tell you something. What struck a really bad chord with me? I'm trying to adjust this so my glasses don't glare. What really struck a bad chord with me was when Wendy Adelson changed the names of her children to Adelson right away. Now, when I became a widow when my son was 4 years old, it wasn't an accident, it was an illness that incubated, and I mean, within 3 days he was gone. I never changed my name. I got remarried years later, but I never changed my name because I didn't want my son to feel like he was by himself, that he was here like on his own. Never, ever, ever wanted him. And for him to go, or for her, pardon me, Wendy, to go in and change their little names. And I heard one of them was crying in their school or daycare. Why would you do that to your kid? Why would you do that to your child, your children? They need, so basically they have wiped out his legacy. They've just wiped him out. She never went to the funeral. What does this sound you know what, to me, there's a lot of that mindset of that Jen thing, thinking that she is above it all. Maybe, I cannot judge. It is strange. How do I like? Well, you know what? It's strange for me on my end because YouTube keeps nudging me. Go live from your mobile, Zelda. And I don't know. So I'm here. So anyway, but I had after my live tonight, my son and I ate, and I was doing the dishes and putting things away, and I thought, this doesn't feel right. This Adelson, whatever, doesn't feel right. There's something that I can't put my finger on. And I think I'm not, you aren't well. Oh, I don't know. I'm doing fine. Word on the true crime streets is that Miss Jen studied Wendy's testimony. I believe it. Do you see the stop stressing? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not stressing. But can you see the similarities? I can. That similarity thing of, I made loud wait, hold on. Lena Doolin. Wendy changed one child's middle name too after Dan. Oh my gosh. How disgusting. Wendy. Whatever. I made a loud gasp when I heard she didn't take those boys to the funeral. My kids were like, what's wrong? Right? This just has Jen written all over it. Jen definitely got some kind of coach. She sure did. And I'm going to tell you, Jen got, there are professional coaches for these types of things. I know a lady that used to do it, and she said it was very bad trying to get people to understand that they didn't have a good mindset, or they didn't come across believable, or any of those things. That's right. Everyone, the 3 dots in the upper corner, if you click that, it takes you to the like button. Oh, thanks, Aunt BB. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Sister, you see this thing right here? She keeps see how she's coming, her fingernails are sharp. So she's wanting me to hold, but then she's a little on the feral side. She has to bite a little bit. So anyway, oh yeah, thank you so much. Yes, double tap on the screen. Thank you, Abigail. Ooh. But okay, so I wanted to ask you, what I want to know is, do Dan's parents get to see the kids? They had the Markle Act pass. That's amazing. I don't know. The Markle family friends traveled from Canada to the wedding, only to realize the day no kosher food. Apparently a friend of Dan told him, I told you shouldn't have married her. Abigail, I don't know. Well, if they don't let that family see those children, I mean, they have 2 very traumatic situations. All right, Kitty, you're going to have to buzz off. They have 2 very traumatic situations they've got to handle. The loss of their father and the wiping out of their legacy. And quite frankly, with a last name like Adelson, don't you think when these kids get older, people, you know how cruel kids are? Don't you think when these kids get older, they're going to say, okay, hold on a minute. I'm sorry. Sister, no. There's a box. Go. They're going to have to answer to their friends, to their schoolmates, to their pals. I suspect if Wendy gets arrested, I suspect those kids will go to Dan's parents, at least temporary. How ironic. You know what? I wish they would. You know what? I wish they would. They are older. Yeah, they're older. And believe me, they know what's going on. Their friends, right? Nobody wants to be an Adelson, right? Right? Hello. That's about as bad as a McAlbert, right? According to Ruth Markle's book, The Unveiling, last time she saw the boys was April of 2000. Oh, how sad. That's just so sad. But I don't know, my darlings. This is the question I have for you. Should we try to talk to Dan on the AVP? Should we try? Oh my goodness, I can't believe we heard Charles' neurotic chat for 2 days straight. Right? It's sickening. Seriously, Charlie is fingernails on the chalkboard. Sorry, just need to vent. New to the trial. I felt the same way. I wasn't going to watch it, only because I knew that this was an intense, craziness that branched out. And I thought, I want to. And then when Miss Melanie had it on a few days ago, I thought, I can see why people are kind of drawn to this. Yeah, you want to do EVP Saturday night on this? Yeah. Okay. We'll see what we can do to do Dan on the EVPs. I don't know why I was thinking the name Dan came up before, but I mean, my goodness, you all know, hello, you all know that it has been a wild ride with these EVPs, and you never know what's going to come out. The last thing the Adelsons were thinking about is the children. Look everywhere. Yeah, right. And my question is, hey, I had some issues with my son, with his father, and then his father passed away, and it's like, but you don't punish them for. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know. I think EVP on Dan would be great. Yeah, I think let's do it. Hi, welcome coming in, and welcome to everyone. This is an impromptu live stream. We're chatting about Donna Adelson. We're chatting about everybody in that trial. I didn't even know if I wanted to watch it. Now I'm thinking, gosh, how can I not watch that dumb thing? But I think that Mr. Adelson, and I think Wendy's going to get, I saw Mr. Adelson, Harvey, the big rabbit. I saw Harvey taking notes. Something is off with the day of the incident. Katie Siegfried. Yeah, right. Listen, Katie is still holding some things back. I'm going to tell you that right now. I saw it. I had my deck of cards out. I was reading while she was testifying. She is holding something back. And the reason that she's doing it is because she thinks that's her ticket home. I think it's too late. Yeah, I think so. She's holding back. And she wants to come off as so innocent. Hello. I heard her talking to Mr. Adelson. Now I'm going to tell you this. Is some young chick decided she wanted to pick up the phone. I don't care who's calling. The FBI, CIA, PETA. I don't care who's calling. If some chick calls me up and talks to the way that she did to Mr. If you weren't guilty, you wouldn't take it. If you weren't guilty, you wouldn't talk about it. If this were me and I knew that I was being wired, taped, followed, whatever, and I felt like I was unjustly being looked at, I would call my lawyer and I would say, you know what, something is going on. There's something going on with, and I think it's about this unaliving with this family. I don't want anything to do with it. Please do me a favor, call the authorities, tell them, I'm done. I'm not even going to hang around with them anymore. I wouldn't take their calls. I wouldn't, but no, you see how they love to argue with each other. That's just crazy. And Charlie thinking that he's, a guest star on some mob show. What? So there you go. So I don't know, my darlings. I don't know. Okay, Granny, I'll call SWAT. What does that mean? Damn dollar, right? So I don't know. Even lawyers within this case is sketchy. Katie's lawyer, a lot of people involved, their lawyers shot it. Yes, right? If you shoot out your fuel line, maybe that was the sign. That is a sign, dumb crook news. And how much did they get for this? I heard the number 5,000, but did they get more? How much? How much did they charge for this task for Dan Markle? How much was that? Does anybody know? I don't know. I'm just new to the case. 100,000, 35,000. They split 100,000, 35. Oh, I would be telling everything, right? But you know what? It seems like a lot of money to people like them. Around 100,000. Okay. 100,000 split. To a group like these people, that seems like, see, they don't realize the sad part, the Adelsons would probably have paid a lot more. They got a bargain, all right. The bargain was you buy now, pay forever. And now they're getting life in prison. And why does it here's my thing. I would be a nervous wreck if I was sitting at that defense table knowing that I've got a son doing life, this chick up there on the stand, she's doing life. Somebody's going to start singing again. Wendy hates my guts, so she's not going to come in and say anything, do anything to help me. She's, it's every man for himself. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, that's the forensic. Give me a second, my darlings. I'm sorry. I'm moving this. The forensic financials. When you see that somebody hasn't received this kind of money before, and you know what? I apologize. On my last stream, I noticed the moment that I clicked off, I got some super chats and I did not say thank you, and I feel like a heel. So if you're watching, please forgive me and thank you so much for the super chats, because we were just in our own little world talking, weren't we? The Goodmans, hi my darlings, welcome. This is just a late night chat. I haven't, and you know what? Aloha, I haven't either. I think Lewis had 21 overdrafts. Then this, red rum happened. No overdrafts. Then a certain amount of time overdrafts started back. See, so irresponsible. Now my question is, who said today on the stand? Somebody said in the courtroom that somebody was being haunted. Hello, Dan? Are you the one doing the haunting, my darling? Well, I would think. But something like this, you're going to see that a lot. The only Adelson I feel bad for is Rob. I did too. Did he not look bad yesterday when he testified? He did. And gosh, I feel bad. Donna told Charlie's ex-girlfriend June Danny was haunting her. I hope he's watching the boys grow. Yeah. I think he is. Poor Rob. I can't imagine how hard it is for him. June testified to Donna Adelson, telling her that she felt that like Dan was haunting her from the grave. Good. How many do we feel? Hi, Miss Jules. How are you, my darling? How many do we feel here that John or a representative of John is haunting some of these people? Maybe. How many? Maybe. So this just, it doesn't overwhelm me, but when I've got a lot to say and there's a lot going on, I think I want to start, because I am not, truthfully, the first time I saw it was Melanie, attorney Melanie, was broadcasting, showing it, yes, whatever. And I was just kind of bored because I missed opening statements. So I just didn't know, just didn't see. Rob broke up with the love of his life to then marry a Jewish woman, only to break it off as he was miserable. He went back to his now current wife. Good. And I pray they're happy. Can you imagine? Ugh. I think that everyone that does something like this deserves to be haunted. But it's your it's your memory. And whoever pulled the trigger, I miss haunted, was out to dinner with a friend. Oh, it was a good one, my darling. But if you when you think about this, whoever pulled the trigger I'm so sorry. I've got a cat that is, it's like we're on the sea here, isn't it? Everybody got their sea legs. Zelda's live. Rob's family basically disowned him. Yeah, because he wouldn't participate. Rob Adelson has been separated from his family for a decade or so. Is the yak smell gone now? Yes. Yes, no more yak. No more yak. The yak is gone. The yak is not coming back. No more yak. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. But I just, when I saw this, I thought, this is a case I may want to look into. And I was, during the testimony and everything. But Katie, keep your eye on Katie. She's holding back. She knows she's wanting a ticket. She's wanting a ticket. She's figured out. Nope. Been disowned by my family too. It's hard. Yes. And I mean, for many of us, we have been one time or another, So yes, I understand that. That's Donna, the guilt trip. If she could only arrange marriages to her desire for children. Oh, I know. Does that not make you ill? It makes me ill for somebody to step in and do that. Lady Zelda, I love your voice and the way you word things so that everyone understands. You are an empath for sure, and appreciate you. Thank you, my darling. Sometimes it's not so easy. I had a hard time because, sometimes when I'm watching these things and there's a lot of details, or somebody says something and it triggers a thought process, I get nauseated. I get sometimes nauseated, and I felt that today, and I thought, oh. But imagine the person who did pull the trigger. Imagine that. And imagine how they're thinking now. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Hi, Vera. Hi, my darlings. Hi. I guess the judge told Rob he cannot voice your opinion. He has a lot to say about his family, and he is done with them. Yeah, that's, the unfortunate thing, my darlings, I'm not a lawyer, but I know enough to know there is no law against morals. There's not against morals, but there's no law of morals. Doing the right thing is different than legally doing the right thing or criminally doing the wrong thing. A belief system there's no law. And it's like, that's a shame, because I'm going to tell you, probably if Rob testified and told exactly what he knew and he felt, done. Hope you see my WhatsApp comment, ladies. Katie related. I don't, I'm sure I won't get your WhatsApp because I'm not on their public. So, oh my goodness, my darling. Leandula, thank you so much. Bless you. Look at that little sweet baby. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, thank you. Oh, scroll up a tad. Let me scroll up. Okay, give me a second. Let me look. Okay, wait a minute. I must have missed it. Broke off. Let me see. You might want to put it up here again, honey, because the chat's kind of going fast, and I'm having a hard time. It won't stay scrolled. Lorder, we are connected on another level. Oh, hold on. I got on earlier, and you started choking exactly the way I choke for no reason. And I was typing the word morals, and you said the word when you didn't mean to. Yeah. Yes, my darling, do that. Because I'm thinking, WhatsApp, oh no. I hope you don't know who you sent a message to. I don't think WhatsApp is that safe. I've had to use it for business. I use Signal. I've used Signal for a long time. Coming in late. Hi, Paulette. Well, thank you. Starting from the beginning. Thank you, my darling. Oh my goodness, you guys are so good to me. Oh, Bonnie, thank you. Would love a private reading with you. Desperate in need. My darling, go through. I don't do private readings. I have to go. I've got a contract with True Oracle. If you go to True Oracle, you can get a video reading and you can ask one question, 2 questions, or 3 questions, and a lot comes out. Okay? So it's trueoracle.com. And you can go, and it'll say video readings. Or when you see me online, you're welcome to call me. For first-time callers, it's cheap. Like you get 10 minutes for like $5 or something. So just keep that in mind. Sherry, Georgia has hinted about the WhatsApp since Charlie's trial. There's something more with Katie, in my opinion, Siegfried and Roy. Every time somebody says that, I think Siegfried and Roy. Sigfredo, sorry. And Wendy communicated through Katie on WhatsApp. Remember, this was 2000. Yeah, and you know, the feds missed a meeting, at least one meeting, because they were starting to communicate on WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is very volatile. I mean, it can be hacked like crazy. Signal is about the only thing you can't get. I use Signal. I use Signal all the time. If I've got a friend overseas right now that's doing business, and he's calling, and you know, we're working through a few things for him, and it's always on Signal, and it's private, can't be hacked. So there we go. Bonnie, if you go on True Oracle, you'll see my name. I'm extension 11, and you'll see my name. So it's not a random. You can actually call there's a direct line to me, so you can call, or you put in my extension number 11, and you'll get me directly. You will. Was Signal around 11 years ago? I don't think so. I think Signal just came in. Well, what year is it? No, it wasn't. I think Signal hasn't been around too long. Maybe 5 or 6 years. But I had to use WhatsApp. And I'll tell you how I know that they look at things. Because 2 or 3 elections ago, I was talking to a client on WhatsApp, and they asked me about the election, and they said something about, you know, whomever was part of the election. Oh, whoa. I got banned from WhatsApp for a while. So let's see. Oh, Bonnie, hi, love you. I constantly saying I want to go home. You've been saying it for years, not show my purpose in life. Scares me. Oh, honey. Okay, wait. I am constantly saying I want to go home. You've been saying it for years, not show my purpose in life scares me. We'll talk about that. I'm not so quite sure that I understand. But you've got this. You've got this. Don't allow anything like a little thing like that to scare you, my darling. But what's that they WhatsApp back then? They thought it would be tracked, right? And Facebook owns WhatsApp. Hello. How safe is that? Zero. Signal is good, but can be hacked too. It is harder. I know that they tried to in the Karen Reed case. I know they tried to in I think Aiden's case too. Right? Lady Zelda got banned, right? I was laughing. I'm like, I care. Well, hello. It's not like they're the only messenger service. Yeah, yeah. You've got this, Bonnie. You've got this, my darling. There's no reason that you need to be scared. If you're scared about getting a reading, if you're scared about getting a reading, you shouldn't be. Because especially with me, readings aren't scary. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth, but readings aren't scary. So they shouldn't be. I made sure to put the LOL emoji on my last comment, right? I would have taken it that way anyway, so it's fine. I would have taken it that way. So I love it. I love it. Thank you. Pierce, still waiting for a chat app called Sigil. Yeah, right? Readings are insightful. Yes, just coming in. Banned from where? WhatsApp. This was a long time. I'm back on it now. But they really go through there sometimes, and they scrutinize you. So you would have to fork over some serious cash to hack Signal. Yeah, because remember in the Karen Reed case, they wanted to get Alan Jackson and Crash Daddy's messages through Signal, and they couldn't get it. That was good. Let me see. Sometimes the future is scary. I remember not wanting a reading back before 9, right? Right? Get a haircut and get a real job. There you go, my darling. Please, please, even if it's solo, the day of dance shooting, something is off to me. Lady Zelda, I don't know if Siegfried and Roy Garcia was the actual shooter. Something's wrong there. In fact, I'm going to tell you, I don't know why I keep thinking there was a third person. So I don't know. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I wish I knew what the oldest boy's middle name was that was also changed. Anyone else know? I don't know. It's horrible. Miss Jules, I've been banned from Twitter for years. Ugh, bless your heart. You're not missing anything. It is like crazy. Hi, honey. Zelda, your hunter sauce turned out beautiful. Thank you. Have you tried that sauce on brown chicken thighs? That's actually my gravy. So it's more of a bolognese type sauce, but it was delicious. I probably could have had another bowl, but I didn't. I don't, because I eat too late. Then I would be up all night. I'm on Signal up for a super reading. My darlings, that Signal, we're going to do that. We're going to have a Signal group, and I'll let you know. It's going to be a Signal event, and I'll let you know when that's going to be, and we'll go from there. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And I guess it's going to be something like this. We'll see what we can talk about. Oh, I'm going to tell you things. Oh, it's going to be something. And then I sit, okay, hold on. And then I sit and cry and cry and cry. I hate that feeling. Oh, honey, you don't have to. You're good. It's all good. Arca and the team convos. Yep. Yeah. Coach Karen. Absolutely. Right. Can I say this? I saw Karen today. She looks absolutely stunning. I do not like that Elizabeth Banks chick. For Karen. I wouldn't be happy if I were Karen, but I'm going to say this. Karen's going to come up with something so much better that's going to whip this Amazon series. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it because I know they're going to put a few little goodies in there that probably aren't true or Hollywoodized or biased. We all know the truth. Who wants to watch that stuff? So, sigil, please spell it for me, a symbolic communication. That would be good. I would probably name it sigil, Sigil, but hey, I'll take it. You feel it too, Lady Zelda? Okay, so I'm not crazy. You're not crazy. Sherry, my darling, you're not crazy. There's either a third person there because why do you think they were distracted? Why do you think they shot out the gas line? And I'm going to tell you something. Doing that to a gas line, it's a wonder they didn't go, pooh. Think about that. There's a lot of power in that. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny. Talk about hello. Are we experienced? No. That right there was that was the beginning of their end. The definite beginning of the end. Abigail, hi darling. I think Wendy Wendy outsmarted her mother and brother. Maybe she was resentful. After all, Mama Donna. Oh, I think that's so funny. Controlled everything from dating profiles to food at her kid's wedding. I mean, look, ugh, yuck. I mean, how could you be that way? Some people always used to get upset with me because I was just so chill with my kids. And it's so funny because, I keep telling you, you probably think, oh my gosh, Zelda, please get a life. I'll rent one. But my son, is the gamer. And he'll go in there and he'll say some things and they'll say, oh my gosh, you talk that way in front of your mother. And it just cracks me up because I think, hello, there are worse things that could happen. And, saying just little things that are just kind of funny and, whatever. So, yeah. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Everybody just, I just think we need to relax. Hey guys, this is cool. Hi, Elizabeth, it is. You know what's so cool about it? It's so informal. I'll probably look at this tomorrow and think, oh my God, why the heck? But it's so much and so informal. I just love to sit here and talk and just talk with you guys. Just chat, talk with you guys. Yes, my darling Sherry, the gravy. It's always what it is. Now I bake. Honey, I think tonight said earlier that her husband bakes their sauce with the meatballs. I'm not a meatball person. I'm just not. I'll eat them. I like the smaller meatballs, maybe sometimes, but I would rather have the bolognese. But I do bake my sauce sometimes and can it. That's delicious. You have to try it. Jack, good night, Lady Z, and all of my friends. See you all Saturday. Good night, my darling. Thank you for being here. Are you leaving the tube? No. Not unless the tube kicks me out. I'm leaving Patreon because I can't post the videos there that I want to post. And they keep getting blocked because I have to use one of two platforms, and one of them is the tube. So I figure, that's not very fair. I'm not going to go over there and have you guys charge for memberships and then you're watching it on the tube and you're a member over here. No. So I've left Patreon. My hubby makes a similar sauce but with chicken. I've had that and it's wonderful. It is really wonderful. Pro Hawk Beach, I don't even know. Signal is an app. It's a communication app. It is just kind of like It's like any other messenger app. You can call, you can message, you can send pictures, you text. I mean, but it's very secure. Very secure. I know it. You're always ready to present a good, right? Right? Stunning. Yes. Thank you so much. Unauthorized story about Karen, right? Right? Karen looked beautiful. She does look beautiful. She looked beautiful today. And I'm happy for her. But I got to tell you, we've had how many months? 2 years? And I miss, but I'm going to tell you this too. And all the times of my cases that I've read for, worked on, blah, 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 I have never seen a case that had daily situations, daily things, daily situations. Like you get up one day, okay, well, the Commonwealth filed this, or this happened, or that happened, or Judge Bev wanted, there's some type of hearing here, and there's something. It's like, oh my gosh. Pierre's up all night eating bolognese, right? Oh, I cannot. I love her. She is beautiful. I don't know what yeah, right? He is Italian. He makes all the kinds of gravy and sauces. He used to be a chef. Oh boy. Lucky, right? That's wonderful. Melanie Hughes, what are you doing, Lady Z? I'm just getting on the beginning. Oh my goodness. This whole thing with the Adelsons got to me. It got under me. It got me. Thank you. Signal. Signal. As in, hello, I'm signaling you. I will look in Ruth Markle's book and let you know the middle name of the end of the book. I did not know that there were books written. I will grab one tomorrow. I did not know that. Maybe I need to do that. Bonnie, wait, hold on a moment. I am sorry, I have no family. So when I say I just want to go home, there is no home. So it's even more confusing to me. I know. Well, I'm going to tell you what that means. When you say you want to go home and you know that there's not family, what that means to you is home is that familiar. It's that memory of the familiar. It's that ease. It's that how it used to be. It's that feeling that you're protected and covered and loved and belong. And as we grow older and we lose our families, because both my parents are gone, I've got 2 husbands that were gone, my grandparents are gone, and it's just me and my son. And, and sometimes I worry about him. What if something happened to me? I mean, he would get along just fine. But, those are things that you think of. And my darling, when you say you want to go home, you want to go to the familiar. That right there is what that is. You just want to feel that ease, and you want to feel that good, where you don't feel like you're nervous and you have to look over your shoulder because you just don't know what's coming around the corner or all those things. You want to just feel like you're even keel. That's what it means when you say you want to go home. Because you don't have another real word for it, but you want to feel the familiar. You want to feel that cozy, cottage cozy. That's what you want to do. I did not know that it was a question. The story was, I was told picture 3 people. Oh, yeah. I think there was 3 people in that situation in the driveway. Hi, Linda, my darling. I'm surprised. I'm catching up on you because I'm talking. So, Aunt BB, I'm surprised that they did talk about third one by now. I think about it, everyone is sitting there forever. I know. You know what bothers me? That it's almost like it's normal. That it's like, there's Charlie, he's sitting away, Donna, she's looking at life sentence. I mean, and how old is she now? She's a little bit older than I am. I look at her. Hey, my friends, I can tell you this. Shh. I look at her. She's a little bit older than me. And I think, oh. But you know, you can't help it when you're sitting in the big house and you don't have your things with you. So I'm no shade. So Sherry says the first attempt went wrong. The second attempt, so many things went wrong. The gas line, heck, they almost got in a fender bender in the parking lot when they were waiting for Dan to finish work. You know, at that point, I would have said, you know what? Something is telling me I'm not supposed to be doing this. Think about that. If you were a crook, Pierce, you're so funny. If I were a crook and I embarked hypothetically on something like this, if there were these things that were thrown in my way, I'd be saying, you know what? The Lord Almighty is trying to tap me on the shoulder and say, if you do this, goodbye. I always say goodbye, Charlie. Now, I know why I say goodbye, Charlie, because Charlie is gone. Charlie is no longer me darling. Maybe the third one is truly Katie. I don't know. I was wondering about that. I know how you feel when you go home, right? Something is off. Who hires and doesn't pay them till job's done, right? Well, I'm going to tell you, they thought that they were hoity-toity, okay? The Adelsons, I can say that. I can say that. That's my opinion. They thought they were hoity-toity and that they were better and that, hello, right? What a waste. Just a waste. And what's this Adelson Institute? Did I miss something? What are they instituting? There you go. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Okay, I let my boys have free speech at home. Well, you know, I don't, every now and then I let something fly with the cursive. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't, my son, every now and then his doors close and they get excited. I mean, guys, right? And he'll say something, but why? You know what? He's here. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do anything. He's a good man. Live and let live. Why should I be so crazy a woman? I got enough crazy. I had a very overbearing mother, and that very much influenced my own mothering. Oh, yeah, I know. I get it. Use my name shows up as equal parts, by the way. Love the show tonight. Great stories. Oh, thanks. Okay, I thought I recognized. Great. Thank you, my darling. Honey, he will bake any of the red sauce. I love that. I love it. They are all bakeable if you have the time and not rush. See, they are, and you're absolutely right. And they're absolutely fantastic baked. I don't have the time. I'm just flying all over. Pardon me, I have to sneeze. Pardon me. Okay. So they did get a bit, okay, Leanne, they did get a bit before, okay. I make a yummy chicken cranberry jalapeno meatball with, oh, now that sounds yummy. Bonnie, honey, 20, it's such a sad and scary feeling. I say it, and I've been saying it for years and years and years, and every time I say I want to go home, then I stop myself and I question myself. Well, honey, I'm going to tell you something. You're in control. This might sound mean. Stop saying it. If it upsets you that much, when you feel like you have to say it, stop yourself. Stop yourself. Stop yourself and stop saying it. Because it is truly affecting you in a very negative way. We all go through this, sometimes some more than another. And I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing. But you don't have to feel like you have to justify everything that you're doing either. So the next time you feel like I just want to go home, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, look, Bonnie, this is not a Hallmark movie, right? I'm not making light of it. Look at yourself and you need to say, stop saying that. Stop. And you're going to see how this helps you. Believe me. A word is just a collection of sounds until someone assigns it meaning, right? Very good. What's up with the cell phone found behind Dan's house? Really did Tudo and Tato, right? What is this? Seriously drop their phones while stalking Dan? Hey there, Miss Groovy. Someone connected with Ozzy Osbourne on the other side, and he message for family. He said, tell them I'm home. I got such solace out of that. Home is truly on the other side. And I think home too, there's a lot of definitions of home. Definitely a lot of definitions of home. And I think that, you know, it's not so bad, my darling. You know, life changes. Life will change quickly and fast enough for you. You're not going to have to worry. Just for us witches, can we have a sigil? A sigil? I'll be glad to make another sigil, maybe for Saturday. How's that? Was so happy to see Karen and Alan. Me too. And I'm going to tell you what, Alan Jackson is my Mr. Darcy. And he has ruined my thought of dating. Not really. I don't care about dating. But I am just getting older and would love to know where home is before I die and be there sometime. Well, honey, only you can find that out. Only you can find that out. But I think you're so focused on what you're not getting, you are forgetting what you are getting. Okay? So think about that. I'm so exhausted with the Adelson case. I feel so drained today, right? My goodness. Alan Jackson is once, right? Hello, Linda. Hello. Tell me about it. He would make me change my mind. Oh. I did take an hour break to watch Alan and Karen on Howie. Lady Zelda, look out for cell phones behind Dan's, right? Okay. I'm so happy Karen is finally looking almost stress-free as yes, and she doesn't have her vehicle back. That's okay. You know what I would say? That's okay. They have a responsibility to do that. The longer they take, this is just more fuel for these cases. Oh, just wait. Just wait. Alan Jackson, yes, hello. Also make a meatballs with fresh mozzarella. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm not a big meatball eater, but I love fresh mozzarella. I just can't get tired with this ridiculousness, and the entitlements to those emails and text messages is so right. Who this bunch of snooty people? Hey all, 350. Oh my goodness, Susie Q. I'm just listening and lurking. Well, I'm so glad that you are in here. Hello and welcome in here, darling. We always love you no matter how you look. Well, thank you, Melanie. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I can relate. Seems we watch yes, I know. But you know what? That's a part of our lives. It's a part of our lives. That's why we can't be focusing on it. We have to focus on, we're here. We're here now. One day we won't be. But we've got to live. We've got to live and do the best we can. I can't go back home. Makes me sad because of losing them. It's all bittersweet. Well, you know what? I get it. I get it. I had to make my home covered in bolognese Just make right, right. Hello, Standing Stones. Hi, my darling. Hello. And I forgot to thank you, Standing Stones. He sent me. Oh, hello. That's my TV. Did you see that? He sent me that was Roku screen. Standing Stones sent me an email with a link to Jethro Tull. Thank you. It was good. Big hugs, right. Safe and nurtured home. It's okay. It's the longing you have. Yes, read Dan. I will read Dan. Sigfredo shot the gas line out of the Louis. As Louis mentioned, Sigfredo would get up every morning, then has. You would think, with the amounts of money that these people had, and they wanted to just be the big shots and tossing it around all the time, that they would make sure that they had somebody more professional instead of hiring this. I mean, hello, you get what you pay for. And it's turned out to be a life sentence. Same Zelda, but I have enjoyed being alone. Listen, I used to be the type that I could not be alone. I wouldn't wait until the one was out the door before I was trying to get another. And then one day I thought, you know what? This is why I'm not healing and I'm attracting the wrong person and I need to stop. So, you know what I did? I did, because I am more important. If I don't take care of myself, right? How am I going to take care of anybody else? It's that important. So if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. That's biblical. And then, so it's very important. You got to do, but I love being by myself. I'm serious. I love it. If I were with somebody right now, it would be, I would have to be like, oh, stop, or forget it. I watch the talkie ticks. I know what happens. I have that for years. Needed a home. There you go, my darlings. Fredo also got a speeding ticket an hour after running. I'm just, I've never heard, never had that sweet. I wish I did. I'm confused. I've never had family, so every time I get upset, they say, I just want to go home, and I walk away and cry, and then I don't know why. Because you feel like you're missing out on something, and the reality is you're probably not. Because you're the best family that you could have for you. Because after all, you can depend on yourself. When you've not been able to depend on anybody else, who have you depended on? It's you. It's you. You can do this. You can get through this. You can get through this. You're upset because you think that you're lacking. Believe me. Donna 70. Is Donna 75? Is she? I thought she was only like 70. Wow. Charlie just liked to run his mouth. That drove me crazy today. Listening to him carrying on about being Mr., ugh. You're 20 years younger, obviously. Oh, thank you, my darling. Donna has aged 30 years since the bump. Isn't that funny? Calling it the bump. I think that case is crazy watching too. And such a shame because they could have an amazing family, right? All because of greed. All because of greed. Look how many families this has destroyed. And children. Here's your sign. There you go. There's a beautiful video of almost fender bender in the gym lot. Oh my God. There you go. You read that, Zelda. Not everyone does. There were 3 attempts. I don't know who was hired the first time, but the Adelson lost 50. Then Lewis and Siegfried failed on their first attempt, succeeded on the third. So they hired somebody. What kind of fool am I? $50,000. I mean, what are you going to do? Go to the cops until you got ripped off? Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's the smartest person in this equation. That's hilarious. That's what they call the dental the institute. Oh, please. That's just, pumped up on their own grandeur, right? It's because the Adelson lost 50,000 the first time and don't know who was hired the first time. Oh, that's what you get. That's what they get. Say, watching this and Lady Zelda, sometimes I go to bed feeling very comfortable and go, good, Bonnie, good, you're supposed to. That's normal, honey. You're supposed to. Didn't you say your son was getting married soon? I don't know. I don't know. You know how things go. I don't know. Wondering if they go to Wendy, if the children will go with Dan's parents. I hope so. But they've got years. We all need each other, right? They've got years of therapy and many questions ahead that need to be answered. Danny's father is there, and my heart breaks for him. Bless you. Thank you. I feel for Dan's parents, Rob, and of course the kids, right? Let me see if I can catch up on your stuff here. Okay. So freaking sad. It is. I think she wants a free reading. No, coach, I think it's good. She's been a part of our group for a long time. Sometimes people just need to talk about things. Felt your new animal is your loved one that passed. I swear my cat is my best friend and even answers to her name. Really? Aw. Kind of like the Adelson had it all, wanted more, and now they have nothing. A fool and their money are soon parted. AJ can wake you up from a coma. Oh, wait, hello. I did something, I don't know what it was. Oh, that is so sweet. Nancy, fine. Okay, Norfolk County is trying to figure out how and what we need to do, Alexis, so Karen doesn't figure out we actually did to her taillight. I thought that was hilarious today. What Howie Carr did, the broken taillight pieces in a sandwich bag. Tell me they don't know. Love you, Lady Zelda, and all you do that reach out to me. I appreciate it. You are so mean. Well, bless you, my darling. It's all good. It's all good. There was a time that I was homeless, living under a bridge, had nobody. My family walked away from me. My husband walked away, went and was left me, took everything that I own and went with my best friend of 20 years. I know exactly what you mean. And then guess what? Little Sammy came along, and Sam loved me, my kitty, when I felt nobody else did. And then life started happening because I knew that I had to depend on myself, and tears weren't going to cut it. Tears were not going to help me. So I had to have a really good talk to myself about trusting people. And there we go. Now things are Lady Zelda voice. A text needs to grow up. I don't know what that means, my darling, but okay. Love me some Jethro Tull. Yes, yes. I love you all. That. Thank you. You guys are. There you go, my darling. It was locomotive breath. That's right. I love locomotive breath. And the name Charlie is in locomotive breath. Don't know if you know that or not. That's why I wanted to add it to Miss Melanie's music list. And I said locomotive breath. She's probably thinking, what? It's because Charlie, the name Charlie, is in that song. Probably is the missing link. Should be a life sentence. Lady Zelda, what is bolognese? For me, a bolognese sauce is done with a very fine minced beef. You can say hamburger. I don't have a good butcher around here, but sometimes a mixture of either veal and beef or veal, beef, and sausage. I don't eat sausage. I can't bring myself to eat veal. So it's usually a very good cut of like chop. I call it chopped meat. It's hamburger and it's chopped very small, very small. And it is a tomato, it's a tomato sauce that is cooked for a very long time. And I put mushrooms in it, whatever. And I let it cook for this one tonight. This one cooked for probably about 5 hours. 5 hours before we ate it. What are you talking about? You eat it in a sandwich. Okay, I don't know. I love being by myself too. I do. Spell check, Lady Zelda. There you go. Have to be happy with oneself. I love it. Sorry, Lady Zelda. I'm going to bed dreaming of Alan Jackson. You got that, girl. Maybe just home. There you go. But thankfully, you all stopped me from crying tonight. Good. Good. No more tears, darling. Nothing to cry about. You're here with us. We're having a great time. Happiness is an inside job. What does green username mean? It means that you are a member of my channel. And if you want to become a member, there's a link at the bottom. And please, if you're watching, please, thumbs up. I did not tell my mods I was coming on because I don't want them to think, oh my gosh, we have to be on. I didn't think there'd be, Do we sometimes compromise ourselves because we think there's something better? Yes. Yes. I think sometimes we miss out because we're better. But the one thing that I have learned, very much so, is the definition of confusion and what it really means. And for me, it meant knowing what I should do and not wanting to do it. And when you don't want to do it, you procrastinate doing the right thing. So with me, that's what causes confusion. Knowing what you should do, what the right thing is for either you or another person, and yet not wanting to do it. And that will, believe me, that will cause confusion. Misogyny is alive and well. Yes, yes, the bump is caught them all. The bump. What? The bump. The bump. That just cracks me up. Self-love first, what I mean. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you. Now I know what it is. All right, my darlings. Thank you. Well, my darlings, I've been on here for a minute. I muted myself. I thought I would come on here, my darlings, and say hello. I've just been going through your messages. It's great. I went mute, that's for sure. I touched the screen is so weird. But anyway, my darlings, it's getting late. I want to thank all of you for your generosity, for stepping in, stopping by, saying hello, checking in. I'm going to be reading on Saturday night. We're going to see if we can ask Dan anything. Okay? I'm glad I did this again. Hello, and thank you so much for everybody being here. I don't know how to sign off of here, so I'm going to try. So, thank you for the company. You're welcome, and thank you for keeping me company. I just wanted to talk to you about much love to you. Big hugs and lots of love. Every bump, that's a button on your way out. There you go. Bump. Hey, do me a favor and bump that like button. Just like Miss Groovy says, bump the like button. That's what it's all about. Thanks again, my darlings. I don't know how to get off of this live, but I'm going to try. So I will talk to you very soon. Let me see what I need to do. Um, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Y'all can leave. I'll probably still be here tomorrow morning. Good night, everybody. Let's see what we need to do. Bye. Hit the like button. That's right. Thank you so much, my darlings. Thank you. Bump that like button. See you tomorrow. Bye. Maybe. Yes, I want to stop streaming. Bye, everybody.